have Twin Paranormal just been caught faking again? Beardos, weirdos, balls of ghouls, how are you all doing? Today I'm looking at a channel called Debunked Paranormal, because those pesky Crayola kids, they've been at it again. So, over the months, I've seen Debunked Paranormal show up in shorts and long-form content, and I've watched a fair bit of it, and wow, does this guy know editing and editing techniques and terminology. And when you consider that English is his second language, I'm blown away. He makes some jokes that'll probably get him in trouble, like calling people a knob, not that knob, this knob. I found her hysterical. People need to stop getting offended by joke. Like that person that's been in other debunkers' comments, like, Beardo hates poor people because he took the piss out of people that use plastic plates. I didn't take the piss out of you using plastic plates. I took the piss out of somebody faking a video using plastic plates, knowing they wouldn't break when they'd make-believe ghosts threw them across the room. Jesus Christ, to say that I hate poor people because I'm rich. Me, rich, I drive a 10-year-old Nissan. Get a grip, idiot. And yes, you can be offended by me calling you an idiot, because you are. Anyway, we're on to Debunked Paranormal. Twin Paranormal exposed. Clever editing or real demons, you decide. It's a real demon. It's not. Now, what initially brought me attention to this guy was he catches some masking. And I disagree to a degree. There is a form of masking, but not quite, in my opinion, what he says. He's right, and at the conclusion, we'll have the same conclusion. It's bullshit through editing. There's something he may have missed or I've gotten wrong. Who knows? But I wasn't completely confident in what I was thinking. So I've got a friend that is a video editor by trade. That's all he does is color grades, edits, masks, and all of this stuff using multiple editing softwares like Premiere Pro, DaVinci Resolve, blah, 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 blah. He uses Photoshop, and it's his job. He edits professionally for Sky, programs that are on Sky TV and the like. And I said to him, hey, I found this guy. It's really cool, but the debunk seems sound, but it seems like a lot of effort. We'll show you.
They want to show us that here's the movement on his jacket over here. Check that out.
I really do this.
Right here.
Might be able to see it.
Did you see that? That's the movement on
I
his
saw
jacket.
it.
That movement over there.
Might be able to.
So they're saying
Might be able to.
that is the ghost that pulled on his jacket,
Might be.
and that's the result of it. I'm just going to pause him there. Do you think that's real?
No, I do not. I mean, how in the hell did he feel it, for one? But, as you hear, why is he wearing a dressing gown? Did he just go out the shower? Or a robe? Now, for me, this movement is so subtle, I don't know if it would warrant masking out this entire area, which is something that Debunked Paranormal picks up on.
Okay, let's look at that. Let's go into it. Let's zoom into it and see
Let's zoom in.
what
Let's
is
go.
happening. But I just want you to be open-minded about this.
Now, obviously, I've skipped 8 minutes and something of his video. I'm going to skip a lot more. There's only 2 sections I'm interested in regards to what I want to do. But what I want you guys to do, if you enjoy his content, if you want to learn about editing techniques and learn the phrases and stuff, because I'll just shout mask. This guy can tell you which type of mask, what color grades they're using, which luminance they're using in Premiere Pro. Very, very smart. Very good. And he makes some cool jokes. Cool jokes. Not cruel jokes. Jokes are not cruel. Stop getting upset, everybody. Pisses me off.
Okay. Already over here you can see some artifact happening from editing, not from video compression.
Very important what he's just said there. There's artifacting, but it's from editing, not video compression. That I agree 100% with him on. These black dots, a few of them appear. There's one there, there's one there, one appears over here somewhere, one appears up here somewhere. And my initial thought were, these are tracking dots for the mask. He is 100% correct. But it's a lot of effort to track and mask for a little flick of the coat. Surely he could put his hand in his pocket and get that same effect. But then, if somebody sees his hand in his pocket, they'll get called out for it. His hands are out of his pocket. What else could be going on here? But he's correct. These artifacting, these issues are caused through an edit. So he explains what he does, how he does it, and gives you and tells you where the playlist is to find these things. Go and watch him. Pretty please and tell him Beardo sent you, because he deserves it.
On this specific knob here. Not this knob standing here, this knob over here. It's good. I'm just joking with that. I don't want you guys to be offended. I just thought I'm talking about the knob, not this knob, but that knob. Okay.
And this is where we find ourselves as a debunking community, where if we make a joke with toxic, nasty, and bullies, and then we've got to basically ruin our own jokes by saying, by the way, that was a joke, we didn't mean to cause any offence. Absolutely ridiculous. People just grow up, stop complaining, and stop going into other debunkers' comment sections complaining about me and how I'm against poor people. Jesus Christ, I spent most of my life being poor.
Okay, never mind. I don't have to explain myself. Anyway, you see that happening? Look at all the movement here. Look at the knob moving, elongating.
Yep.
Right before, only this part is going to move. Only that part. From something pulling the back of his jacket. So look at the knob elongating, going frame forward and back again. This entire area has been manipulated. Has been manipulated.
It has been
I'll go
manipulated
up now, but I just want to do this part. Okay, so here we see this is starting now, but look at all of this as well.
Now, those 3 dots, I assumed were tracking dots for a full mask to pull the coat out, and I'm like, that's a lot of hard work. So, I took this to my video editing friend, and I said, this guy's really good. Seems to know what he's talking about, but he uses some terms that I don't understand, because I don't use Premiere Pro. Things about luminous something, and it's all terms. Things I can do in DaVinci Resolve, but they got different names. I just didn't know. Also, my editing friend at the same point is like, aha, you're both right, and you're both wrong. Okay, how are we both right and both wrong? The artifacting is in fact caused by manipulation of the video in editing. These black things shouldn't be there, but they're not markers like I thought for a mask that have slipped through. They're markers that have slipped through from what the video editor that I spoke to believes is a wire removal tool. Ooh, it's interesting.
And over here, I'm just going to go frame by frame, backwards and forwards, so you can see everything. Look at the cupboard over here. You see? It moves exactly as...
Yes, it does. So does this area, but this is, look, the back of his coat, so that area there is going to move. But those black dots were as black as this darkest area here, close to the camera in more detail. Look, you can even see white fluff off his dressing gown or robe or whatever the hell he's wearing as a coat. This is the blackest area of the video. Nothing else back here should be this black. Yet those 3 black dots appear and are as black can be. One appears down here in a little while, but then we also see a glint across here.
The jacket moves. And you have
there
to
it was. What is that there? Looks like a wire glint and a wire glint. But watch this. Now, the coat pulls out a bit. But watch around this area. Tell me what you see. Does that look like partial wire glints to anyone else? Where the wire removal tool has failed. And when the wire removal tool is in effect, there's a black dot there that shouldn't be. There's a black dot there that shouldn't be.
It moves. And you have to ask yourself, why is that? And look here. Here's like a shadowy thing, which is not a shadow. It's an opacity layer issue that's moving with the jacket. You see that? And look at this entire part up here.
So he is 100% correct. This is all artifacting, but it is artifacting due to editing, not the video compression. I think he's 100% correct there, and I believe it's because of the wire removal tool and that wire there. Now, I know you're thinking, why would he have a wire run inside his coat? Well, if the wire is run inside his coat and down his sleeve, he's only going to move his right arm this much to get his coat to kick out this much. Or, if he hasn't done it, running out behind him, and somebody outside the room has pulled it. Or the cameraman that we are looking through the view of. It's wrapped around a post or through a door frame, and he's pulled it. There's a billion ways you could hide it, but I think that that is a wire removal tool, and it has caused all of these artifacts that this fine gentleman, with the best accent ever, has picked up.
Back and forth on that single frame. Going in again, look at that. And look at the knob now. Not the knob's jacket, but this knob over here. Huh? Look at that knob now, elongating like that. And at the back here as well.
Yeah, that's just the back of his jacket pulling. So he thinks this entire area has been cut. I don't. I think that there is manipulation in this entire area because there is a wire pulled from there up there. The wire removal tool has somewhat failed. There's a couple of glints here and there, and all of this artifacting is caused because of the editing process of wire removal. It's my thoughts. It's my friend that is a video editor's thoughts. They differ to Debunked Paranormal. There's nothing wrong with that. He may be completely 100% right and I may be wrong, but the end result is this coat pull wasn't paranormal. This coat pull has been edited somewhat, and there are giveaway clues all throughout this little section of video. So now I want to take you to a different section of the video where Ryan, yet again, is scratched. Now, Mr. Debunked Paranormal spots something in with what is called a J-cut. So he explains J-cuts. Now, J-cuts and L-cuts are an image or a video will be playing, and then the video image will change and the sound will continue as one piece, or vice versa. In fact, you'll see me do the odd J or L cut on investigations. You'll see me cut between two cameras, but you'll hear me talking over both of them like nothing has changed. It's the same technique. But I only use it to cut from this camera to this camera, the voice continues over and nothing happens. What happens when that sound continues and something drastic changes between those camera cuts? Which is what Debunked Paranormal finds here. Camera goes down.
Guys, hear me out on this. You do not have to...
I'm listening.
My tongue. You do not have to believe them.
Bear in mind, this guy's first language is Afrikaan, not English. He's doing very well. I barely speak English.
Avid viewer of Twin Paranormal, if you are a loyal follower. But if you are a loyal follower, but you are a bit suspicious, listen to this. Check this out. He goes to put the camera down.
Oh my god, dude.
And you wouldn't catch that. You wouldn't even know.
He's right. You wouldn't catch that. You wouldn't notice it. But did you? Did you see what they did there? I think this is Wyatt. Ryan is filming with a DSLR. Wyatt has put a camera down. The sound continues like nothing has changed, yet a phone has appeared in the hand that he just had a camera in. Something else I want you to note. Look at his fingernails. There's a shot later on where you'll see Ryan's fingernails in this video, and he's got the tips painted black. They are almost in points. You want to know how this guy keeps scratching himself? You'll notice I say himself. In this video, it's him. In the video I did a couple of weeks ago, it was this guy pulling his top down. Look at his fingers there. It's on the clothing. I'll show you later. Okay, so I've skipped him explaining J and L cuts. Please go and watch his video for that. He does a far better job than I can, and English isn't even his first language. Wyatt is here with a camera in his hand.
Is the POV from him holding whoever's that is, holding his shirt, taking the video, putting the camera down, holding on to the shirt, putting the camera down, and then taking a photo. But, ladies and gentlemen, where is he taking the phone from? Because when we switch to the new video of the clip that has been J-cutted, he's already standing with his phone. Where in that one swift movement did he grab his phone. It never happened. Look, he's filming. He's going to put the camera down. He puts the camera down. And it cuts from putting the camera down to there.
So the important question there is, how much time has passed? I've been scratched. He drops down to his knees, put the camera down to check. There's a cut. There could have been 3 minutes, 30 minutes, 3 days. It's not 3 days, but there is certainly enough time for Ryan to scratch himself. And I believe I can tell you that Ryan has scratched himself because of some footage coming a little bit later.
To having the phone in his hand, still holding. Now you can argue and say, no, but that's someone else that put the camera down. Okay, why would they go and reach over
Does his t-shirt say MILF? I want one.
2 people to put it on a dresser instead of just still holding it? Because why would they need to put it down if they're going to use the phone? Think about that logically. Logically, the guy holding the phone is the one that put the camera down. So, yeah, he's got the camera. He moves forward like this, puts the camera down.
And then boom.
New audio starts from the new clip. The new clip starts. The camera's not even down yet. And he's already got the phone in his hand, about to take a picture.
There could have been a massive time jump there in order for him to scratch himself. And there's a reason I say scratch himself. Look at this damage / trauma to his skin. In my opinion, it starts there and comes up there. The curve of that is somebody with their right hand hitting the centre of their back and dragging with their arm. Their arm will only move in certain directions unless you're like got an extra joint, like a butterfly joint or something. He's pulled his own arm up there, and this scratch completely gives that away, as Ryan has scratched himself. And then they just J-cut, L-cut the shit out of it to make it look like it's instantaneous. Look how red that is. Look how nasty that is. I think that's been there a little while, at least a couple of minutes to get that red and scored and stuff. I wish I could do it to myself, but I don't have long nails to be able to do this. Ryan does. So you remember a couple of weeks ago I did this handprint video and people have been calling me out. There were scratches that appeared. It was blurred out in the beginning. I was like, shit. Yeah, you're right. By the way, the scratches are fake. That big handprint didn't happen. The video stands.
Oh, no. What you do? No. What the guys? What you do? Guys, please. Guys, something just hurt me. I'm hurt. I'm hurt. Please. I'm hurt, please. What'd you do?
Wait. I got it. What do you mean?
I got...
Something quite profound as a demon or the spirit of a witch, no it's not, has scratched this guy. And they throw continuity to the floor. He puts a camera down and runs off and takes a camera off Wyatt for some bizarre reason. There's cuts everywhere.
What the
I got scratched. Shut the up. I got scratched.
Dude, what do you mean? Trying to possess
I got scratched.
you? What did you do? You said it.
Can we go outside, please?
Yeah.
Please.
What's going on?
Another cut.
We're gonna have to explain it to you when we get down.
Another cut.
Hold on.
Guys.
What? We kill people.
Another cut.
What?
Another cut.
It's backwards. We kill people. What the?
People kill we?
Cut.
Let's go outside. Leave that camera on. We gotta get you outside. Let's go.
Cut.
We're gonna have to come back demonic.
I'm not going to show cut every time. Now, we'll notice there, River has shorter nails. Wyatt has longer nails.
This is so not good, bro.
Guys, something...
Look at the fucking talons on this guy. His nail bed is down there somewhere, and it looks like he's almost got nail extensions. Look at the point on this middle finger, on this finger. They are long, painted nails. Why is it that it's always him that's getting scratched?
Guys, something grabbed... I shit you not.
There we go. His nails are longer than his fingers. So for the last video, that angle, how did he get scratched? Well, look at them. He's got long nails. Painted nails. He's obviously getting them manicured and shit.
I'll show you as soon I feel burning. Listen.
This guy never gets scratched. Short nails.
Somebody grabbed me by the shoulder and went like that.
No way.
It hurts, man.
Yeah, we gotta go. We gotta go out.
I haven't shown any of this yet. There's still cuts and discussions.
What the? What did that just say? Death costs your soul. Shut the up, guys.
More cuts.
Have it been saying shit like this? It's been bad, bro. That's what I'm saying.
I just want to get out of here.
I'm trying.
Watch your step. Huh, guys?
Grandpa.
More cuts, and they're leaving the building. Why haven't they shown this? Because he hasn't scratched himself yet. Or more to the point, Wyatt hasn't scratched him yet. There's a reason I think Wyatt has done it.
Go. Dude, it's following us out. Oh, dude, why do I have to be loud?
More cuts. We lose sight of them after a demonic or evil scratch appears on his back, and they have not shown us. They've had multiple cuts and they walk outside.
What?
This one too.
Shut up. Okay, I don't want to be up there. I'm done. I don't want to be up there.
Why is that going off like that?
Pull that down. Just pull it down. It's stretchy. Dude?
Oh my god. You have two perfect, huge scratches on your back, dude.
He has two perfect long scratches on his back, almost down to where this hoodie is pulled. Look at that. But it's not very red yet, is it? As in, they've been upstairs shouting and cutting cameras. They come upstairs, we lose sight of them. This happened that long ago and hasn't got the big red welts around it like his neck had earlier on in the previous video. So where did these scratches come from? This is my opinion as opposed to definite, but well, Wyatt's two fingers there. He's got his left hand out. His pinky finger is outside of the hoodie. His thumb is outside of the hoodie. These two fingers are hooked in. This finger, not so much. I think he was trying to get 3 scratches and his ring finger has missed. How do we get those very fresh, like, instantaneous scratches with not much redness on them? It's definitely missing a big red handprint. Now, when he pulls Ryan's t-shirt down, he has a camera almost in there and doesn't show that angle. We're on River's camera. Further away. Why? Pull the hood out. Hook 2 fingers in. Scratch him while you're pulling the top down. That middle finger is too loose. He's missed it. Oh my god. You've got 2 big deep scratches that haven't even gone red yet.
What? My god. You have 2 perfect, huge scratches on your back, dude. What the
Dude, take a photo.
They are huge.
Take a photo.
No way. Guys. Did you just hear that?
And that's it. That's it. It's the last we see of him. So we have this big profound event, and that's the last we see of the scratches. We have a camera that is inside his shirt almost, that Wyatt is holding, that could show us exactly what's happened, and they don't show that. They switch to River. Look at Ryan's nails. Rounded, longer than his actual fingers. There's where his fingernail bed is and where most people would chop them off. He's got these black tips on the end of them. Almost perfect for scratching yourself like in the first video we watched. In the second video, he doesn't do it. It's too straightened down his back. It's Wyatt has done this. This finger missed. It looked limp. That's not even a joke. His finger looked limp. Don't be rude. So, do please let me know your thoughts on the comment section down below. Is Ryan and his heavily manicured nails scratching himself, and when he can't, is Wyatt doing it when he's pulling his top down? Did I spot a wire, and was those mistakes in the editing from a wire removal tool, which I believe it was, meaning that, in fact, Debunked Paranormal was correct. The artifacting was caused through editing. Those artifacts are so bad in that area because of the wire removal tool, which technically means he was right. I think we've both got a different look in at it, but ultimately arrive at the same conclusion.
It's bullshit.
Thank you, Billy. I appreciate you, Billy. I hope you enjoyed that. Much love to you all. Beardo